Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video here, and I am just here to show you, I am on my little cluster series, and we have a really awesome thing with griffin breeding. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this. I had to make a video on it because I'm just super excited. I've never had the ability to breed griffins, and a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to be too OP, so on and so forth. They aren't, because they still can't have a saddle, so it's really shockingly easy to take them out. So, not that OP, but it's also really awesome to have that imprint to you because that speed and damage reduction does help just a little bit. Makes PvP a little bit more fair because these guys are so easy to take out of the sky. So I've been breeding these things non-stop since I figured it out how to do it, well, literally yesterday. So I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. It's pretty easy. You do need the SS mod, and I'll show you. It's fun. Well, first off, you can kind of take a gander. Here's all the babies that we have raising right now in my personal cluster. I will leave a link below if you'd like to come join. We got some awesome stuff. I'll do that in a different video about that later, about this cluster. But oh well, pretty fun. So let's go ahead and check out how to breed ourselves some griffins. Alright, so I have a few stored over here. And let's go ahead and pick these bad boys up. Now, there's a little bit of a process, but once you figure it out, it's actually pretty easy, and you just get them in a breeding cluster, which is nice. So let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, so go over a little rainbow bridge here. Another fun fact, my Diplodocus down there, a lot of people don't use these in PvP, and I do not know why. They end up after full leveling with about 150,000 health. So yeah, you should start using those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy out here. Go first person. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. Perfect. So I actually got that mutation yesterday, which was pretty sweet. So you have to throw them all out first. It doesn't matter where exactly you throw them out, but you do have to get them all out. Alright. So once we do end up getting these things out, it'll be quite helpful. Oh my goodness, this is the process. So once you throw them all out, you need to have a SS mutation creator. And this is an awesome mod. If you're on solo player or you're running a server, I really encourage you to do this because it adds a lot of fun stuff and it encourages people to breed more, which is a lot of fun. But this thing has a couple of different options, so you can go through them all, but this one grants a random gender to nearby dinos. And you have to do that because griffins do not technically have a gender. So we're going to go ahead and grant them a gender. And once you do that, this is going to sound weird, you're going to want to cryopod all of the females because you want to encourage yourself to get the... There we go. Did I get a bunch of females out of this? Nice. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cryo this one as the male because I want to do that because we want to maximize the number of griffin babies we can have. Now, I'm going to create a gender swap pulse because this one also allows us to swap the genders of these two right here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And once we do that, it's going to let us pick these guys up. And please, did it work? Why didn't it work? It didn't work. That's not what I wanted to happen. Why didn't it work? They're supposed to go to female. Maybe I have to like leave render range. Oh yeah, there's my base by the way. Pretty neato. I'll show you how to make this turret tower, but it basically means that your velos can't be hit. So let's go ahead and see if that changed it at all. And the server I am, just so you know, it's a PvP if you want to, or PvE if you don't really feel like PvPing. So it looks like these guys didn't end up going, which isn't a big deal. I don't necessarily need them right now. But what I am going to do, let's go over here, and we're going to go ahead and pop them out right over next to the other ones for right now. And we have the one male, but we're going to put him down last, so we're going to put down the 4 females. 1, 2, and here's a weird thing, they actually have a gestation timer, which is kind of cool, and that's just how it works. But I think this is a really neat design, so. And I'll show you a couple more cool things about the mutation thing, but I'm just happy that I can breed griffins. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, so let's go ahead and toss this guy right down the middle. And then we're going to back these up right next to them, so that way they do actually end up breeding. And booyakasha, here we go. Got this one. Now what you are going to have to do is you are going to have to behavior enable mating on them females first, and I'll show you why, because we're actually going to use a mutation thing for them as well. Enable mating, behavior enable mating. Now what you have to do is you have to go to the create allow breeding pulse, and it allows, you can see this right here, things to breed that normally cannot. So we're going to create that pulse real quick, and it's going to allow these guys to be able to breed. Now you see that little weird turtles on top of each other thing. And then we're going to create 2 mutation pulses. And the reason that we're going to do that is because it allows them to increase the probability of getting a mutation. And then enable mating on this guy. And just like you see here, we have the mating occurring. So they do mate like animals and not dinosaurs. So they do have that pregnancy gestation timer on them, which takes about an hour. But after that hour, they do pop out the little baby, and you end up with these guys over here. Now, they do get the imprint bonus from you, which is nice, so they do increase their overall stats. This one's only at 16%. But, to give you a comparison, this green one I did yesterday, that was our first mutation on these guys, and his stats, unleveled, not too shabby. They increase quite a bit, and that's pretty awesome because these things are usually super squishy, so it helps them just a little bit, which is awesome. So anyways, this is my little tutorial on how to breed yourself up some griffins. You do have to have the SS mod, and I'll kind of show you what that is. Let's look up mutator right now. There it is. So you learn it at level 0, and it does take a little bit, but the SS mod is very similar to S+, but it adds a lot more stuff, and it's being updated regularly. So I encourage you to try it out, and there's some pretty awesome stuff in this mod anyways. So anyways, this is my little breeding griffins tutorial, and if you're on a unofficial server or you're on solo, make sure you give it a try, because it's like one of those things, you don't need a whole bunch of mods, you just need the one, and then you can breed griffins, wyverns, rock drakes, you name it. So pretty cool. Alright, anyways, hope this video helps you out, and teach out.